Hi, this is Jared at Motion Sound Studios in Los Angeles, California. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to write and record a homemade song with your band. Nowadays, if you have a band, being able to record your songs on your own is so important now because recording studios cost too much money. It's not worth it with how often songs are getting played to really go spend the money on a recording studio when you can get the same recording software and the same equipment for cheap now. So I'm going to go through some techniques of how to write and record, go through the whole process from beginning to end with you to give you a better idea of how to plan it and properly execute it. And now, writing little parts for songs and getting clippings for songs is something everybody can do. But taking these and putting them into a full 3 to 5 minute song is what a lot of people have trouble with. So there's a few things you want to know before going into this. First of all, if you're working with a whole band, you want to make sure everybody in the band knows their place to begin with. You want to set out guidelines from the beginning that I'm writing the lyrics, you're writing the guitar part. Make sure everybody knows where they stand, because the last thing you want is when the song's coming out or when things are getting worked out for you guys to be fighting about who did what or who gets to do what. You need to work these things out at the very beginning so that it's all smooth from that point on. That's super important. You want to make sure that you guys are on the same level and you're all writing it together, and that it's not one of you thinking you're writing everything and being bitter when somebody wants to add a guitar part. You guys really need to work together and have a solid friendship as well as a band to be able to properly work together. So the next thing you want to do is take all these ideas you have and write them down. Write them in a full song so that you have a full song's worth of content. Because in your head it may seem like 5 minutes, but when you write it down you might realize you only have one verse and you got a lot of work to do. So what you want to do is really write down everything. Write down all the chords, write down all the lyrics, and that'll give you an idea of how much content you actually have. So let's say you have a verse or two and then some chords. That'll show you that, okay, we need a chorus, we need more chords for this part, this part, this part, and then you'll start to see the structure of the song pulling out. And then you really just want to practice the song live a lot and practice being able to play it through, understanding the song as a whole before you sit down and record it. Being able to play through the song once before you record it is super important. Your person recording your song is going to be upset with you if you're trying to write the song while you're recording it. So make sure you've got it mastered before you go in. And then nowadays you can download a music software, get some stuff, or I'm sure you have a friend or know somebody who does recording and does audio recording. So use your pool of resources and find somebody to help you. Find a cheap music software or a free one. There's tons of them. And have some help. Have your friends and other people, musicians that you've worked with, help you mix and master. I'm sure they'd be happy to. And that's how you really get from the beginning, from just ideas to following through with it. And the hardest part is really just doing it, sitting down and taking the time to write it out and then taking the time to record it. But once you do, it'll be worth it. This has been Jared with Motion Sound. Today I taught you about how to write and record a homemade song with your band.